Greetings, investigators. Hello, and welcome to AGGY. What up? This is a solo run of Agnes through the path to Carcosa. This is for... excuse me. I just had something go down the wrong pipe a minute ago. That's why I'm hacking up along here. So this is for the League of Extraordinary Investigators Season 2. We're playing Vanilla Carcosa. This is on standard. We are going to use the taboo list this season. And scoring is victory points minus penalties for mistakes. Usually quarter point or a half point or something like that. Excuse me. Apparently, I cannot talk yet. So I'm going to get a drink of water. Oh my gosh. This is terrible. Okay, I've returned. We're gonna see if I can make any of this stream work. First of all, if you're watching this in retrospect, be sure to check the timestamps and the description. That's gonna save you some time, I think. Let's talk about my deck list for a second here. Ooh, that's cool. All right, here's my deck. It's track shoes. Track shoes and Agnes. That's the gist. I wanted to play Delve Too Deep because I think Carcosa is still kind of stingy on experience. And I don't know, there's a bunch of stuff I wanted to try. I wanted to make sure I either had track shoes or Pathfinder or Elusive in my deck to deal with how big the maps are in Carcosa. And I don't know, that's pretty much it. My idiot friends are texting me right now because I told them I was streaming. So there you go. Yeah, what else did I want to talk to you about? I wanted to talk to you about this. My mulligan strategy is to get track shoes. That's basically it. Okay, let's dive into the game, eh? What? Sorry again for the dogs in the background, whatever. They're fine. Everything's fine. Alrighty, so shuffle things up. Let me show you everything's on the up and up. Here is my deck list. You can pause the video if you need to triple check that everything's cool. Drawing the sign is our weakness this season. It's very thematic. I like that. It's a good choice. I don't know what my dogs are possibly barking at because there's nothing going on right now. Of course, I hit the stream button. It's been quiet all day, and then all of a sudden, a bunch of stuff happens, and I can't breathe, and everything's stupid. So that's how it goes. We're playing on standard, so here's the Chaos Bag. Let me show you what that's all about. This is the Chaos Bag. You can pause it if you need to look at it. This is Curtain Call. We're playing Curtain Call. This is the one where you're in the theater, and everything's real creepy. And I need 3 clues to advance. It's a league game, so I'm not going to dive too much into the flavor text. But basically, I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. That's pretty much how this works. So I guess we're going to go into that opening hand here. Let me flash that graphic again real quick. So again, I'm looking for track shoes. That's going to save me a lot of actions, whereas the treacheries in this scenario mostly take away your actions. Peter is very good because I already started with 2 mental trauma, so I really got to conserve my sanity. And then Sixth Sense is my main way of getting clues, so would love to see that earlier, but it's not the most important thing. So, and there you have it. What exciting insight that was, huh? Whatever. Greatest video of all time. Just be glad that you're watching it and not living this moment with me. All right, so let's see what we got. We got my one of clarity of mind, which I really do need to see at some point in this scenario. So I'm thinking about keeping this. Sixth Sense I mentioned. Definitely not keeping those two. Shriveling is really just there so I can deal with the Geists. But honestly, I'd rather have track shoes. And the clarity of mind is a one of. Sixth Sense is pretty good, but I didn't see track shoes or Peter. So I think I'm just going to hard mulligan everything. Show me track shoes. Yeah, track shoes. So the way that I play solo Carcosa, usually, is I lean really heavily into prepping my board for the fanatics that show up. So if you saw my Preston live play of Carcosa, you also witnessed that strategy, and we're going to see it in use today right now. I've got the chat open, so if you are going to chat, then I'll see it, which is cool. The theater is already revealed. I'm going to take a drink, and then we're good to go. Are you ready for Season 2 of the League of Extraordinary Investigators? All right, track shoes. Action number 1. Action number 2. Gonna move to the lobby. It is spooky. I'm gonna exhaust track shoes. This is my second action of moving. And I am a 3/4 on 3 to move again. And I did not pass. So then last action, we're going to move into one of these random lobby locations that comes into play as per the lobby text. 1, 2. So I'm going to move into this one, I guess. It's a green room. That's fine. That's cool. All right. Enemy phase, nothing. Upkeep phase. Draw a card, gain a resource, everything resets. Flip, flip, flip. Go up to the top for the Mythos phase of round 2. And I draw Twisted 2 as well, which is a willpower test where I'm probably not going to fail because there's 1 Doom in play, so it's a difficulty of 1. So I'm a 5 on 1. I'm 4 up for this test. Elder Sign, which is how much horror is on me. So +2, I succeeded by 7 or something. Cool. First action. Let's play Peter, because he's good to have. Second action, we're going to move. We're going to try to reveal another lobby location this turn and then get back. So I'm going to use track shoes. 3, 4, 5 on 3. I'm 2 up for this test. +1. I passed, which gives me a free move. There's the lighting box. I don't particularly want to stay there, so last action we're going to move back out. Riveting. Just awesome so far. Enemy phase, nothing. Upkeep phase, 1, 2, 3. Draw a card, gain a resource. Everything resets. Delve too deep. Something I want to be aware of in this scenario is that my weakness is drawing the sign. So I don't want to hoard cards in my hand too much. I really do want to get a lot of those out. So anyway, we're at the Mythos phase of round 3. My encounter card is Whispers in Your Head. You can't play events. So actions 1 and 2 this turn is going to be to get rid of Whispers in Your Head. You can't play events. I'm just going to get rid of it. And last action, I just got to get to the balcony, but I just talked about how I kind of want to get some stuff out of my hand. So last action, I'm going to play Forbidden Knowledge. I'm going to exhaust it right away to gain a resource, and then I take a horror, which goes on Peter. That was all the investigation phase. At the end of my turn, Peter heals a horror. Then we go to the enemy phase. There's nothing. Upkeep phase, draw a card, gain a resource. Everything resets. Beep, beep, boop. Mythos phase of round number 4. We have 3 Doom on the clock. And I draw Frozen in Fear. So I think I'm just going to have to take this because, I mean, I could use Deny Existence to avoid losing the action. So it's sort of like a shortcut in that way. But I don't think I'm going to worry about it. So I'll just take the action loss. 1, 2, I'm going to move into the balcony. And action number 3, I think I'm going to put down the Meat Cleaver in the interest of keeping my hand size relatively low. Alternatively, I could Investigate, and that would be a 2-on-2, which is not insane. I mean, it would be better if I committed the Heirloom, actually. Maybe I'll do that. Although I do have a Lucky in hand, which I could use to pass, but I think I want to save that for, like, attacking with the Meat Cleaver or something like that. So yeah, my last action, I'm actually going to Investigate. This is during the investigation phase. And I'm going to commit the Heirloom of Hyperborea, Hyperborea. And that gives me 1 wild icon, so I'm a 2/3 on a Shroud of 2. So I'm 1 up on this test. Elder Sign, +2. Who's a boss? I'm a boss. I succeeded, so I get this clue. Give me that. Give me that clue. Do I need another resource right now from Forbidden Knowledge? I don't think so. I don't think I do. So I'm not going to take that. And then, end of my turn, Frozen in Fear, I got a test. And I get a 7/3. So I passed that, which is cool. Enemy phase, nothing. Upkeep, everything resets. Draw a card, gain a resource, Clarity of Mind. I want to get that set down at some point. 4 Doom out of 6, and I draw the Spires of Carcosa. So that comes into play with 2 Doom on it. 1, 2, 2 Doom, 2 Doom, 2 Doom, 2 Doom, 2 Doom, 2 Doom, 2 Doom. I'm not gonna. I mean, I could probably burn that Lucky and spend some actions getting rid of this, but I mean, I'm only losing 1 round from it, which isn't really the end of the world, so I think I'm just going to power through. Honestly, I think that's fine. The way that Doom works in this scenario is pretty wonky in terms of the number of rounds you get anyway, so this isn't the worst thing in the world, is my point. So first action, I'm going to move from the balcony straight to the theater, and when I do that, I take 2 damage. Then I'm going to exhaust Track Shoes. I'm a 3, 4, 5 on 3 to get an extra move, and I pass. So I move backstage, which puts in 3 backstage doorways. Let's do... the question is, do I play Meat Cleaver and Clarity of Mind to, like, set up and get ready for the Monster Man? Or do I move in? I think I play the Meat Cleaver and the Clarity of Mind. Here's the thing. If I play Meat Cleaver, move in, and it's the room that spawns rats, then I have an easy way to heal some horror, which is great. I could also play Clarity of Mind and then heal a horror, which kind of does the same thing. So if I play Meat Cleaver and move, and it's the rat room, the rats spawn and then they immediately attack me, which is maybe okay in terms of tempo, but like having a ton of damage isn't awesome. I think I definitely want to play the Meat Cleaver though. And then the question is, well, I could play Clarity of Mind if I took the Forbidden Knowledge money. But I think I'm going to save that. So I'm actually just going to risk it. There's a 1 in 3 chance that I end up taking damage for some rats right here. And I did not. It's the rehearsal room. Okay, that's awesome. So my last action is to move into the rehearsal room. Enemy phase, nothing. Haven't drawn enemies yet, which is stellar. But I'm about to get a big one. We go to Mythos phase of round number 5. Is that right? Did I miss a timer in there? I think I did. Because the only thing that's done anything with Doom is the Spires. So I think there's one turn, probably the last turn, where I missed this counter. I should be at round 6 at this point. Anyway, the agenda advances. And it says to spawn the Royal Emissary in the theater. So we're going to do that. Chow, chow, chow. Rah! Royal Emissary. It's so big. It's massive. We gotta up the size of this card. Okay, cool. So the Royal Emissary has spawned, and then I draw my encounter card, which is Black Stars Rise, and it's going to add a Doom, which I sure as heck don't care about. This is a really good take heart target. I don't have any take heart, though. When I had Drawing Thin in this deck, this also would have been a great time for that. All right, so I fail, so I have to place one Doom on the current agenda, which, by the way, was at 0, so now it's at 1. Here we are. It's the investigation phase. So I think I'm just going to try to investigate this location. And, you know, do some party time excellent stuff. So here we go. First action, investigate. I made 2 on 1. -3, I fail. I could play lucky to get the clue. But my chances of passing are actually very good. So I'm just going to try it again. -3. At this point, do I burn the lucky? This clue is just so easy to get. I think the lucky is better spent somewhere else. 0. Got the clue. All right. I have 2 clues. Enemy phase. The emissary hunts. And then it sings its terrifying song as per the text on the enemy. And Peter hears it. He's like, babe, don't listen. Babe, it's a terrible song. It reminds me of like the music our dad listens to. Dads, plural. We're not siblings. That was weird. Upkeep. Draw a card, gain a resource. Fight or flight. Lovely to see. We go up to the Mythos phase of round number 7. Add a Doom. And we draw. Whispers in your head. You cannot commit skill cards. Do I have any of those in my hand right now? I don't. So I might be able to deal with that for a little bit. So my thinking is I'm going to go in. I could track shoes my way out of this, though. So I could either move in and attack the emissary twice. Which would potentially... Well... Between Agnes's ability and Meat Cleaver with the lucky, I think we could probably make it work. Oh, I could ward this Whispers. No, I think I'm going to deal with it. I think I'll find a time to clear it. I could just zip on past with Track Shoes, and if that works, then go in here, probably fight some rats, heal a horror, which would not be bad, and then the Royal Emissary is going to come in, and I would deny the damage it would deal me. Let's go for that. Let's try that first, huh? All right, so first action, I'm going to move. If this backfires, then I guess I'm going to fight it. Or maybe I'll evade it. I might evade it. How much doom are we at? 2? Yeah, I'll probably evade it. All right, so then we're going to exhaust Track Shoes before it engages me. I'm a 3, 4, 5... on 3 to get an extra move, and I pass. During that test, I guess I already drew the token. I didn't think about it, but I could have used Forbidden Knowledge. There'll probably be another time for me to use it, so I'm not worried about it. But in the window where you could like pump with a higher education, streetwise physical training, I could have used Forbidden Knowledge to gain a resource and deal myself a horror to deal the Royal Emissary a horror or damage, which would have been cool. But I forgot. So here we are. Trap Room spawns some rats. So we're going to pull out some rats. Shuffle that up. Oh, and then that spawns with me, obviously. So second action, we're going to kill the rats with a Meat Cleaver. So I'm fighting a 3-on-1 right now. I mean, I could just Mind Zap ping him, but I'd rather do this to heal the horror, I think. Yeah, that's correct. Rather than take a horror, I'd rather heal the horror. So second action, let's punch the rats with a knife, with the Meat Cleaver, and I succeed. So the rats are dead, and that heals me a horror, which is chill. And then last action, so I could investigate here, hoping to use the lucky to get it. In reality, I should probably wait until I draw Sixth Sense to get this location, and then save my lucky for when I'm fighting the Royal Emissary. So I'm going to last action play Clarity of Mind. Okay. I'm good with that. I still haven't committed skill cards, right? Okay, I'm good. Enemy phase, the emissary moves over. I know it's massive, so it technically doesn't go to my threat area, but for my own sanity. See what I did there? I'm going to put it in front of me. So it comes in and attacks me. I'm going to deny that damage because it's from encounter cards or enemy attacks. I'm pretty sure that you cannot deny the existence of you jumping from the balcony, because that's from a location, which is a scenario card, but not an encounter card. Because encounter cards have this back, usually, unless they're weaknesses or something. So anyway, I deny the damage. Oh, Peter healed, by the way. And then during the... then it sings its song, and I'm going to choose to take that horror on me to deal it a damage with Agnes's ability. Then we go to upkeep. Everything resets. I draw a card. Not drawing the side. Okay, we're cool. Gain a resource. Go up to the Mythos phase. And I add a Doom. Sorry, I was thinking about something else for a second. Spirit's Torment. Where am I? Oh, that's fine. Cool. Cool. That probably won't matter because either I'll take the horror and put it on Peter, or I'll just lose it in action. And that's fine. Alrighty, so I think what I do here is, does the Mythos phase have a window where I can use Forbidden Knowledge? So I think what I do here, I don't think it matters. I'm going to exhaust Forbidden Knowledge, take a resource. I'm going to take the horror on me to deal it another damage. And then I'm going to attack it with the Meat Cleaver. Or here's the thing, do I use Fight or Flight? Yeah, let me undo that, actually. Copy that. I don't take the horror. I don't get a resource. And this doesn't go to 1 damage. I think I'm going to use Fight or Flight. I'll play that for 1. And now I get +3 Fight and +3 Agility. Or, sorry, we're equal to the amount of horror I have on me. So right now it's only +2. So first action, that's fast, right? Yeah. And I can play events? Yes. Okay. Meat Cleaver. When I activate this attack, I can take a horror to have this attack deal extra damage. I will do that, which is going to deal this a damage. Or do I care about that? If I don't do that, I'm only dealing 1 damage at a time, so I have to attack 3 times. I guess that's fine. And then if I miss, I'm still cool, because I can attack again. Because I could also put the horror on Peter. Let's do that. Right? Gosh. So I can put the horror on Peter, which means that only has 1 damage, but then... Yeah, I'll do that. I'm going to put the horror on Peter instead, which means it only takes 1 damage. So I'm attacking at a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on 4. Yeah. Okay, I'm doing that partially because of skulls. So now my chaos bag is still pretty good. Okay, so to recap, I'm attacking with Meat Cleaver. I'm using its ability to take a horror to deal an extra damage. That horror goes on Peter. I've also played Fight or Flight, so I'm getting +2 to this test. So I'm at a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on 4. So I'm 1 up for my first action. I'm going to play Lucky to make sure that hits because he has Retaliate. So that does 2 damage. So he's at 3 now. Then I'm going to attack again. And I'm at a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on 4 again. I forgot about the Retaliate. Maybe this wasn't the best plan. That's okay. I could commit the ward. I don't want to. Skulls are still -1, friends. Still -1. So, in fact, I do kill it. Goes to the victory display, which is over here. I heal a horror because of Meat Cleaver, which is cool, right? It doesn't have to be elite or whatever. Okay. And then last action, I gotta find a way to get that clue. I could delve. What's the worst thing that happens if I delve? Oh, I killed it, so this resets. The worst thing that happens is I draw something and I ward it. So I have oh, but I don't have the money. I mean, I could use the money from Forbidden Knowledge. I could just leave. I need the clue, though. I could commit ward. I could draw. Last action draw. Maybe I'll just do that. Last action draw. Shriveling, cool. All right. Enemy phase, nothing. Upkeep phase. Draw a card. Gain a resource. Peter healed at the end of my turn. Oh, I could have used Clarity to heal again. That would have been good. But drawing's fine. Mythos phase of round 8. We go up to 4 Doom. Yeah, okay, we're good. And I draw Descent into Madness, which surges into Swarm of Rats. There you have it. I need either Look What I Found or Sixth Sense. So I'm looking for some cards very specifically. And I still haven't committed skills, right? I don't think I've seen many skills. All right, first action. We're going to try to butcher the rats with the Meat Cleaver. I'm at 1, 2, 3 on 1. I missed. 1, 2, 3 on 1. I succeeded. I heal a horror, which is chill. And then last action, I could either draw or delve. And I'm going to delve. Oh, I don't have the money for ward. Tell you what. I'm going to... No, I'm not going to delve. That's stupid. I'm going to draw a card. Hey, there you go. That's what I needed. All right, so enemy phase, nothing. Upkeep phase. Flip, flip, flip. Draw, draw. Lucky, love it. Things are fine. Everything is great. Witching Hour, 5 Doom out of 6, and I draw the King's Edict. There are no cultists in play, so gain Search. And 2 Rotting Remains. I am a 5 on 3 with nothing to worry about. -1, so I pass. Cool. All right, so I'm going to investigate, and I've got a Look What I Found in the chamber to deal with that. So first action, I'm a 2 on 3, so I need a -1 or better. -1 or 0 to fail by 2, +1 or Elder Sign to actually just pass the test. First action, investigate. 0. I just passed. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Look what I found. Now I passed. I got the clue, which feels great. Let's go ahead and spend them. Spend it, spend it, spend it. This is going to bring into the Pallid Mask into play. He spawns at one of these set-aside locations at random, so 50-50. He is on whatever side of the board. I'm going to hit the shuffle button 3 times, and whichever one's on top, that's the one it's going to be. So 1, 2, 3. It is Backstage. Heck yeah. So that's dope as hell. I love that. I love that. Alright, so I got a vacant Peter to take the horror from Spirit's Torment. So I might just move over there. Let's do it. I'm going to move. So you're going to deal me a horror. Peter's going to take it. Babe, don't look at the ghost stuff. The ghosts weren't even here. It's like I'm a really brave boyfriend that you can really confide in. And also we look slick in our track shoes. What up, girl? And then they high five. I'm going to exhaust said track shoes. So I'm a 3, 4, 5 on 3 to get a free move. Yep. That'll do it. Let's see what we got. Heal 3 horror. As if I need to do that. And last action, hero. We need to get to a point where we can play Shriveling to kill this dude. Is a Shroud of 4 there? Yeah. All right. So, last action, I'm worried about drawing the sign. I'm worried about drawing the sign. So I think last action, I take a resource. Enemy phase. Oh, and then at my turn, Peter heals. Enemy phase, I'm going to exhaust Forbidden Knowledge to gain another resource. That brings me up to 2 and put the horror on myself. Right? Except right now I'm going to cleave this dude. Oh no, I'm going to shrivel him. So... yeah, I'm going to put it on Peter for now. Because I figure I can always ping him next turn if I got to kill him, you know? But there's also a chance I could draw a skull with Shriveling, which would deal me the horror, and that would be my 3 damage. I'm thinking ahead. Alright, so that was the enemy phase. Upkeep. Flip, flip, flip. Flipadelphia. Everything resets. And I draw. Ooh, Dark Memory. Ooh. Mythos phase of round 9, I believe. And we're going to advance. I might have missed another round in there. Do we get penalties for if we forget rounds? I don't think so. I think I'm a round behind. Hey, the emissary's back. Back again. Guess who's back? It's this tentacle man. And then I draw into a poltergeist. Well, that's not awesome. Spawns with me. Well, I was going to play Shriveling anyway. All right. I'm worried about Dark Memory at this point. So maybe I don't worry about the Man of the Palamas this turn. That's fine. All right, so first action, I'm going to play Shriveling. Brings me down to 0. I take an attack of opportunity, which deals me 2 horror. And I'm going to deal 1 horror to the Man in the Pallid Mask. Or 1 damage with Agnes' ability. Note that it can't be damaged by anything except for spells and relics and encounter cards. So Agnes' ability cannot damage poltergeists, which is, you know, they kind of fixed the templating with this in Circle Undone, which is good. But all right, so I'm not going to be able to pay for that right now, which is kind of a shame. All right, so second action, I'm going to shrivel it. I'm a 5 on 3, which is chill. 5 on 3, 0. Cool. Poltergeist is dead. And now I'm kind of worried about Dark Memory. I can get 1 resource from Forbidden Knowledge, but I'm going to have to deal with this horror anyway. So honestly, I think my best action is to actually heal with Clarity. And then take the 2 horror from Dark Memory at the end of my turn. And that's going to ruin skulls. This kind of sucks. Yes. And then, yeah, and then Peter's going to soak that. Okay. So then, last action, I'm going to heal with Clarity, which just heals 1 horror. Then at the end of my turn, I reveal Dark Memory, and I take 2 horror. And then after my turn ends, I heal a horror from Peter. I think that's the correct order. Then enemy phase. He comes over and he sings a song of this very. It's very bad. It's a very bad song. I can hold off on that until next turn if I need to. All right, so draw a card. There it is. So my hand size is reduced by 5. All right, so track shoes is gone for sure. Peter's gone for sure. Oh, this isn't in my hand. That's in my threat area. Okay, that's better. So I get to keep these 2 treasuries and 1 other card. Is it Delve, or is it Lucky, or is it Ward? These are all very good cards. We would traditionally think of them as being very good. I'm very greedy, so I love the Delve. Lucky seems integral to me being able to do anything. Essentially attack and not get retaliated against the big bad. And then Ward of Protection is solid. I think I got to get rid of it. There's another Delve in my deck. I just know that if I get retaliated when I'm fighting this thing, I'm host. So that was pretty brutal. That one's pretty brutal. Drawing the Sign stacks really poorly with all the other stuff you got to deal with in this campaign. So it's kind of interesting design in that regard, right? All right, so I'm showing round 10 again. If I missed a round, let me know. And I draw the King's Edict. Still no sign of cultists anywhere, so that's going to surge into Black Star's Rise, which is going to add a Doom, which I definitely don't care about. So I'm a 2 on 4, and I fail. So that's cool. Now it's my turn. Do I move Shrivel? I could ping the Man in the Pallid Mask with Forbidden Knowledge and get rid of Dark Memory, and then clear drawing the Sign, at which point the monster is going to come in and deal 2 damage to me. I think I like that plan, honestly. I mean, alternatively, I could like track shoes past him, and then I got to track shoes back next turn. That doesn't really help me at all. I can move and evade him and start pinging him. I think I'm going to do this. So before I do anything, I'm going to gain a resource. Because really, Dark Memory is pretty bad, and Drawing the Sign is pretty bad. Those are the things I'm worried about. So doing so gives me a horror, which I'm going to use to ping the Man in the Pallid Mask. And I'm just going to stay here. I'm just going to mind laser him. We're going to have a staring contest until I win against the Man in the Pallid Mask. So first action, I'm going to play Dark Memory, which is going to bring me up to... Well, I should have added a Doom for Black Star's Rise, and now I add another Doom. Then I'm going to clear Drawing the Sign, and that's going to let me build up some resources again. That's my turn. Enemy phase. Blah, 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 blah. Moves in. I take 2 damage. Oh, Peter healed. Everyone take a drink. If you forget to heal Peter, and so then you remember to heal Peter when the emissary comes in and like deals horror to you, gotta take a drink. That's the new drinking game. I made it up like an hour ago. All right, I'm hydrated. It's great. He comes in, I deal 2 damage, horror goes on Peter. Unless the horror goes on me, and I only shrivel once. No. I'm good with this. That's fine. I'll just shrivel him twice. And if I draw a skull when I shrivel, then I'll ping him with Forbidden Knowledge during the enemy phase, right? There's a window before enemies attack. Yeah, cool. Where am I? What am I doing? Enemy phase. He moved in. I hated it. Upkeep phase. Everything refreshes. Draw a card. Gain a resource. Hey, man in the pallid mask attack. What up? How you is? Okay, cool. Go up to the Mythos phase of round 11. 4 Doom. And I draw Dissonant Voices. That is terrible. That is arguably the worst thing I could have drawn. Because now if I miss with my shriveling, I'm dead. It turned off my lucky. So we're going to evade. We're going to evade because I hate this. Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do. Okay. First action, evade. 3, 4, 5 on 2. Skulls are -3. Okay. Well, it's not alert, so I'm going to do it again. You're killing me. These are the only tokens that make me fail. What's going on? Oh, man alive, do I hate that. All right. And then we're going to evade action 3. 3 up. You're kidding me. You are kidding me. Unbelievable. I am furious. I am furious. That is such terrible luck. Oh my gosh. Oh, man. All right, well, fine. We'll play it that way, Arkham. Fine. All right, so apparently I can't evade to save my life. I take 2 damage during the enemy phase. I can't play lucky because of Dissonant Voices. I can't kill this guy because of Dissonant Voices. I get 1, 2, 3 victory points. I didn't draw any Fanatics, so they each would have been a VP. I didn't get a chance to play Delves, and I couldn't kill this guy. So I had like an upside of like 9 experience, and I ended up getting 3 because I drew -4 tentacle, -4. This is why I cannot stand. Well, I shouldn't say I can't stand, but True Solo Arkham is like insanely swingy. Literally, there's one card in the entire deck, Dissonant Voices, that screws me over. So I draw it, and so then I have a 92% chance to pass 1 of 3 tests, and I fail it every time. So like literally odds of that happening are a fraction of a percent. But I lost, between 3 and 6 victory points for it. Cool. Love it. I love it. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening to my furious rant. I guess I've never read this resolution before. Once again, you're startled awake. Oh, this is the same thing that happens if you doom out, I think. The stranger's onto me. Chasing the stranger. Place 1 tally mark so I don't get any tallies, and I get 3 experience points. Good news is that I'm double arcane research, so I technically get 5. But that is terrible. That is a really poor result. And I don't know if there's going to be an opportunity for me to bring that back. And maybe I'll get lucky with Delves in the future scenarios, and I'll be able to play like double Delve for the next 3 scenarios to make up for it. 3 or 4. But yeah, that's terrible. All right, well, thanks for watching, and good luck to everybody in your games. Now, I'm done bitching. I just had to get it off my chest. When it happens, it sucks real bad. But now, everything's fine. We're cool. All right, take it easy.